everybody. I'm sorry. Apologize for yesterday. I was tired, very very tired. I'm sorry. It was a long day of work today as well, but I'm back. So let's keep going. Now, what we're doing now, since we already figured out the item respawn, and I, of course, solved the bug. You know me. What I'm trying to do is to allow the player to respawn at specific points around the map. So I can spawn a point. Well, I can just place a point, and what it's gonna do is this functions as exactly the same thing with the item occlusion, but this is the player occlusion. So what it does is supposed to check for any points that's overlapping, and if there's more than one multiple point, just grab a random one and just point to it and just spawn over there. It might there are two ways to this, two things for this. One, either I we spawn in the, like a main a specific area, let's say the like let's say a home base, basically. Like, let's say we're supposed to spawn specifically at home base and get started, or we spawn during inside the map of where you did where you left off before. Those are two ways to do it. I feel like probably by after playtesting, I get a better chance to know what they want, what they need or want for the game. But in the meantime, I'm gonna make this because I really like making gameplay systems. Who doesn't, right? Well, other than me, of course. So what I'm doing right now is making a custom, sorry, a custom tick, which allows me to loop multiple times. So I can just make a delay duration, and it will call custom tick response. Good. And I want you to call back player spawn, but this time turn you into a variable. And I'll call you update tick update let's call it tick how about custom tick duration. Yes, I feel like that would not fly in the code base if we had like multiple, if I was working with multiple people or something. They would have yelled at me for making this. I've heard somewhere like using custom ticks can be performance heavy, but I wasn't entirely sure. I tried my best to do my research and everything with event ticks, but they all come up with performance is still bad. But here's the thing though, event ticks are everywhere in your game. You just don't notice it. It's literally how most of the game operates around. It has to update a crap ton of things a crap ton of times, which is why we had that little Diane. No, not this guy. Then server, use tags, access. Where was it? Data cache? Or is it? Oh, trying to find it. No, not live coding. There's no need for that. Unreal Tracer. Okay, the Unreal Tracer. What it does, it just sees us what things are going to be updated, and that's basically event tech. Well, it allows you to see what's constantly being updated for every single frame of the game. That's how people, a lot of Unreal engineers do a lot of performance heavy stuff. What was that again? Of course, I got stuck. Play respawn system. I'm gonna go ahead and make a library real quickly. Yes, I am going to be quiet most of the time, so you can make me stop. Function library. BFL underscore player. Keep forgetting. Play respawn. Macro library. Of course, actor. BML underscore Player respawn. There's a reason why I make 2 of these. Okay. Before y'all start yelling at me, there's a reason why I make 2 of these. The reason why sometimes I need a for loop reference and sometimes I need a small chunk of code that I don't want to constantly repeat. So I want to, let's say, update every single time, but I'm not trying to do that right now. No, hold on a second. I just need a 90. Go ahead. And for debug reasons, well, not yet at least. We need to go into BML real quickly and do this spawn. Where's the spawn thingy? There you are. Spawn from actor class. This is gonna do. We're gonna spawn our player respawn occlusion, specifically player. There you are. And to transform, you split that structure pin. Get actor location. And just plug it in there, and we just need to get the person that we're playing, which is our player character. There we go. And don't worry about rotation. It doesn't really matter. It's a sphere. I don't think there's like a very central rotation anyways. Collision, always try to adjust, but always spawn, of course. And for transform method, override root multiply, let's just leave it at multiply. Instigator, owner, the actor reference. Let's make that player character. Pretty please. Appreciate it. What the owner, if I'm right. Okay, I was right. Me asked me, what the fuck was that? I was like, see, I don't know, Tway. I'm grave. I'm sorry. Alright, I wanna do like a, yeah, let's say deep blue. Usually, I'm sorry, but usually, I sometimes like to do color coded ones. So if I was in a sorry, if I was in a studio, I'm sure it would have been like absolutely color coded. Like everything would have been color coded for exact purposes and exact reasons. That's a little bit too much, but if you ask me, okay, please. Thank you. Spawn player occlude. I typed in 2 C's. Zoom radius. Now we're gonna go back to our player character and just tell it to spawn at the start of playing the game. So, where are you? Yeah. There we go. Good. But before we do that, I want to make sure I can actually see our player occlusion. So I'm going to go ahead and make it debug saying draw sphere. Yeah, draw debug sphere. Yeah, center is get actor location. Good. That's going to be routed to self, and what we're going to do is I'm going to get the player respawn sphere radius. 12 segments, count it up to 25. And yes, we're gonna make the line white, and we're gonna count 1 second. And thickness, 0.6. Doesn't have to be too exact, but yeah, it doesn't really matter. And I'm going to set this tick to 1 because we need to make sure. And of course, on begin play, where are you? I want you to call on repeat. Or call custom tick since I don't want to make another variable on it. Well, add in the variable, of course. Good. See that, guys? It's working. Great. So now what we needed to do is to update every single time it goes through. So I'm gonna say set actor. Oh wait, set world location of yes the sphere. New location. Actor location. I'm just gonna grab that. And of course, sweet. Get player character. You know, white is painting my eyes. I'm just gonna make it like a very nonchalant dark blue. Okay. I forgot about collision. What am I forgetting about now? So on begin play, it's gonna start, but it also needs to spawn. So I need to BFL. Okay, so what if we just do this, right? Hear me out. Call respawn. Sorry. Can't find it. Try it, guys. I can't find it. Call on. No, that's. Damn it, where is it? Or is it only entitled to that one? Oh, great. Now I'm gonna have to make a dispatch event for it. Ugh. Should I? There should be a way. Wait, call. Damn it. Let's see what happens. Am I doing this wrong? Because I'm pretty sure this is how supposed to. I cannot speak. Wowzers. I feel like I am doing this wrong. Well, let me just grab some. How did I do this occlusion radius then? Of course it did an event tick, Wowzers. I mean, it does need to update every single time, so that would make sense. Fine. Whatever. You know, like, whatever. I'll save you custom ticks for later. I'm sure I'm gonna have good use for y'all. I'm pretty sure my mind was thinking like, hey, does it, if it needs it probably needs to also update with the console every single ticket and every single frame since you want. It's like, does it really? I was like, does it really? Is this the one I was looking for? Probably, yeah. They're probably exactly the same thing. It's not updating. How come you're not updating, sir? You don't like me or something? Come on, update. Yeah. Frick you, look at that, buckaroo. Man. Yeah, get spawned. No, it should have updated. Unless the event tick is doing something stupid. Hold on a second. Oh no, it's fine. Then what the hell are you doing? Wait a minute. Oh wait, it's probably being updated, but it's not updating the debug. Okay, I see. Wait, what does that say for you guys? Maybe you guys were updating, but I didn't even notice. Oh. Maybe I'm a dumbass. Hold on. We don't need 2 ticks. That's definitely it. Ah, there we go. They're a pain in the eyes, though. Just gonna give someone the epilepsy. Wowzers. Um. Oh wait, am I only customize? Sorry, dumbass over here. Like that's just slightly annoying. What you then? Oh, I can live with it. Okay, like I was saying. Good. So now I got that involved. This is fine. Now what we need to do is make another fancy thing called the respawn point. Respawn. What was I doing here? Wowzers. I'm already tired. It's 5:30, 5:23 p.m. Wowzers. I say that a lot. Okay. Oh, come on. Okay. Another spirit collision. I use so many of these, but they're super useful. I'm telling you, these spirit collisions are very useful, chat. So, what we're doing now is we're making the points where if it ever touches our this actor or this point, it should add. Yeah, I need some messaging back to the spirit occlusion radius. Okay, fine. I'm sorry. Mind overload. It's a sphere. And tell it to overlap all. Yeah. Why my nails so big? Cut my nails later. I'm sorry. I know y'all. Okay, I definitely don't need this. Well, I do need gameplay in the future, but I'm worried about this right now. Point two. What we want to do is no, actually, I want to get it from over here and remove all these random stuff. We do not need this. Okay. So actually, what I want to do is so you will function by tick. Who wants another tick rolling around again? Double ticks? Come on now. Let's think. Could just run by sequence. I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm thinking so hard about this. I'm pretty sure there's no need for that to custom tick if I need it. Can't speak. Okay, so. I'm thinking. My fault. Get over. I'm not saying that you're. I'm not. No, wrong one. Okay. Again, get over. Yeah, lost morality. There we go. Primitive component and act class. Let me connect this over here. If any actors are overlapping with, let's say, a very born player. Mm, mm, filtered out with the player respawn points. Okay. Now this is gonna give me a name for each of these guys, but technically speaking, they're all the same name, but they just have a little dash into it for the said world. This array index, well, it's just gonna give me the amount of them that are inside. What we need is that array, so can we do a random? If I'm right, returns uniformly distributed in numbers between 0 and -1. I can never understand the Kismet math library, okay? I'm sorry. Like, how does Kismet even do some shits like this? with Unreal. Who the fuck is Kithmist in the first place? Okay, so now that we have that, what do we need to say? Let's think. If we can't find it by random, and it finds me in an array index, doesn't it make array? No. If I make an array, for example, if I make an array, we're gonna need to have a shit ton of pins, which I really don't want to do. There's gotta be a better way for this. Let me just brainstorm really quick. Wait a minute. Wait a damn minute. What if we don't need the for each loop? Look, we could just grab a random one that's actually overlapping. Right? This is the array that's from 1 to being 0, but it depends on where you're looking at it. Just give me the number of a specific amount. So let's say there's 1, 2, and 3 in here, right? The random one is just gonna pick a random, actually, and the random one is gonna give me the value of one that was actually supposed to be. So there could be the random one could be 2, the random one could be 1, or the random one could be 3. I don't know if that makes sense for you, but I'll try. So now what we need to do is make a message update player respawn point or something. So now we need a PPI. So how we're gonna do this? Either I do it from like a world blueprint, or wait, what's the or? I don't know, man. I'll figure that shit out immediately after this. But when we need to figure it out and send the message to the blueprint right now. Okay, but let me figure out this friggin' thing first, okay? I'm trying to think one at a time without thinking overly ahead, then immediately forgetting what my thinking is of that said overhead, you know what I'm saying? I don't think you guys know what it's saying, but okay, it's fine. I understand things the way I like to understand them, even though they're stupid sometimes. Update player respawn, and I spelled update wrong. I'm sorry. Not and spawn player. We just need a simple vector point and call it. What if we need to transform? If you need to transform, why would you need to update the scale and the rotate? Oh, I didn't think about rotation though. Would rotation matter? I'm trying to think right now. Somewhat, but yeah, let's go with this for now. It's like sometimes rotation would matter if like depending on like which direction you were facing before that. But we don't want to count every single tick, what the player's rotation was immediately after. Come on now, what do we do not want to waste our data for that. So let's go say, let's go to say spawn point. Yeah, maybe asking why am I having a spawn point and a player spawn for that spawn player. The spawn point you need to spawn an actor in the world, and with that I needed to use the this guy to spawn the spawn thingy. So if I duplicate this and say PC main, it's gonna spawn an actor for that. So that's why I needed to do it. And we needed a location, of course, but you guys get the jizz, the chiz, the fizz, the whiz, the wacky hill his. Sucker. Don't worry, I am play. Okay, respawn point. So, what we're gonna do, right? I totally forgot halfway through. See, this is what I meant. Ugh. Goodness gracious. Um. Okay, we can message. We can message everyone that's overlapped and saying update the spawn point. Okay. I'm sorry. Not sorry, actually. So, message. Did I say something wrong? Or oh, I said message. Okay. And that would be get actor location. It's my trap. Wow. Where? Wow, wow. Wow, wow. Yeah. Oh, there you are. You make that meaning when I make me. Oh, hey, oh, mm, 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 mm. I'm gonna make another one. Okay, now we need to message UI for this one. So this time we're gonna need message a highly specific UI. So what we're gonna do, right? Message. I spelled that wrong. Damn it, I spelled that wrong again. And that will go to a UI. So I can't speak one now. Wow. So we need to get all widgets. It's crazy work, I know, but I am tired. Tired. Game over. Game over screen. Yeah, game over. You are right there. And that's it. Since there's only one, should I just get a copy? Let's be safe and just use a for loop. Why you ask? I don't know, fucking know, Broski. I'm just trying to do my shit. Well, I'm joking, of course. There's a reason because if there's multiple game over screens, right? Well, we could do it by interface, but if there's multiple game over screens, we need to get all of them and tell them they can respawn because we're probably using the exact same UI probably sooner or later. So I'm just also gonna run a is valid just in case. I told you guys last time I was gonna use a shit ton of is valids. Not that I'm skeptical, I'm just nervous. Okay. Well, I am skeptical if it's gonna work or not. I just need to know, like, captain and shit. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Now that it'll message UI, I need to tell UI when he clicks the button to spawn the player, and you need to tell the world to spawn the player. No way, I could just tell him. Well, I hate doing the word one, so. Press your button and just call it a day, dude. God damn it, why not make it so difficult for me? Game over. Where are you, game over screen? I'm gonna add a button. Don't worry, this is just very bare bones. Okay, I'll add cool designs and flashiness into it later, but this will do for now. Yeah, I'll add my point. I also have added text saying. Spawn back. Alright, guy, I want to make you get the bit red, right? Hold on. Right. Should make you a good play, or what are complementary colors? Hold on. I know some things about design. Come on now. Okay, I need to update the border because the border looks ticklish. It's just we're only talking about our own actor, so I'm just gonna go at PC. I know I should probably scale this and say like characters with tags, so on and so on, or let's say it has a specific tag or anything. Like, no, it's one person, okay? Like, if I need to add more spawns, like, sure, no. Okay, now we need to add another interface. Player spawn. No, damn it. Now you're gonna go spawn player, right? And you promote to a variable spawn point. It's gonna set this each time, so we're just gonna plug in right there. Wow, wowzers. And it's going to remove from parent. And I want to use a widget. I mean by myself, as in talking about the widget. So whenever he dies, it's gonna update the spawn point. And once we press the button down here, I know it looks shitty as hell, but bear with me. It's once we press the button, it's gonna spawn the player back in with a new spawn point. Theoretically, it should work. Am I positive? Let's just do it. Let's just hope so. Okay, okay, I am praying if it works. So, shoot. Uh, I want to do this thing where it just flashes, drop. There we are in full glory. But to really make sure, those spawn point as per see if I need to print if it works. And I also need to up the player's response occlusion radius. So let me just go ahead and give you a solid 120. Now let's bump it up to 300. Wait, is it saying this because there's no actors in the scene? Or is it saying it because there's none? I was like, either way, it's just, you know. Random. here's the thing though. It's 0. It has to be 0. Or is it 0, 1, 2, 3? Hold on. -1. Okay. So if I add a second one, here, and over here. Great. There we go. And it should message the play respawn that we have work. So not the top layer, not the top half. Just print working. Looks like it's not sending a message to none of these guys. Okay, here's the thing. There are 2 ways we can solve this. One, we use a for loop and it'll kind of, ever so slight, kind of be random. What I mean by random, it'll be kind of random is that it's gonna give you a list through, and it's gonna find the last, or it was just gonna find all of them and just send them a message, the update message, as we can see here. But it wants to send the message, it also needs to send to UI. So whoever sends the UI to the UI first also gets to be set. But that could result to a lot. Like, let's say it can be focusing on only one instead of all of them. So I don't want to do that. But what choice do we have? What choice do we have? What do you want now? Oh, yeah, my bad. Go ahead. What now? Oh, yeah, go ahead. Great. Now, send to the respawn point saying that he should do it. Like, is it not valid? Hold on a second. I have a strong feeling that it is, but to be very sure, I'm adding a breakpoint. Okay, it is. It is. Good. That's what we need. It's actually sending the message. But to make entirely sure. Whoops. Forgot to add an epic value. Go on. Stop the simulate again. Oh. That's interesting. That is very okay. So print fail. Because I need to know why is it not valid? If it's in the box, it should be, yeah, it should be lickety split. Oh, good. Am I missing something? Or should I just skip this note entirely? I'm gonna shift delete this real quick. I didn't even do it right. Shift delete. I said shift delete, Buckaroo. Come on. Wow, way to be rude. Anyways. I need to know if it's updating. It's not. It's not. It's not being sent, but it is being run through. So if I'm right, it's not. Wait. Hold on a second. Hold on. Okay. I have a theory. Okay. Just like Bill Nye, I have a theory. So what I think it's doing is searching what for each loop it does. If you're facing with an actor or just a specific object or not like a non listed names or like array of lists or enumerations, what this does is searches through in the world, the entire world, and finds all, I mean absolutely all of the actors that have the class that I'm talking about. It could be an actor, it could be a character, it could be absolutely almost everything as long as it has an object and there's multiple keyword multiple, it will have it. But since I didn't create the blueprint, or not the blueprint, the UI yet before it was even getting started, it can't even send a message to that blue. It can't even send a message to it. That's why I'm. If I'm right, that's why I'm pretty sure it's failing. It does. I want to say it doesn't show it yet, but that might be the reason why it's not showing. You guys understand what I'm saying, right? I hope you guys understand because this is the best way I can put it. So there's got to be a better way for this. Either recreate the blueprint and set the opacity or visibility by 0, or you need to find another method of setting it up. So on create, okay, and we okay. So now I don't think like setting opacity to be 0 is completely optimal, and that besides it's kind of weird to see a game over screen just fully fade in and while just chilling over there. That's just no. And besides, it'll break through the Z order too. The Z order is how the ER are placed multiply in the scene. So let's say the HUD could go first, and the crosshair can go last. It's just an order of plays. Like think of you as a line leader. You know what I'm saying, from like elementary school. I can never get away from being a line leader. You know what I'm saying. I was always the line leader. Okay, y'all follow my lead, chat. Right. All right. Invisible tap up. Appreciate y'all. Okay, so what is the next thing that we can do? I think what we can do is a on create blueprint, right? Sorry, I'm trying to think. On create blueprint, what we can do is once it creates a blueprint, is going to need to set a variable, but it's going to be wait or BMLs. Can we set a variable in a BML? We cannot set a variable in the BML macro library. Sorry, but we can message. So how are we gonna message a variable if it's not there? We can. I mean, BFLs would have worked, but then again, they can only have chunks of that they can send through, not being received. So they're not like a separate actor you can send through. So what else can we do over here? If we save it to the character, correct? I'm thinking if maybe we should save it to the character. But here's the thing though: if we save it to the character, where the hell are we gonna find the character? Remind you, it's gonna look through everything. If it can't find nothing and the character is completely gone and deleted once the monster has been attacked him, it can't find the character. So we need a solution that can alter through. So what could um I'm thinking this is crazy. I'm thinking we should store it in the monster. Hear me out when I say this. The monster will be there when it's deleted, correct? If, well, sorry. Close the door real quick. Like I was saying, the monster is going to be there when it's being deleted, but not being when it's being there when it's reset. So at a certain point, it's going to create a boop, the UI, and that's when we can send the data. So we need to send the data before we can go over there. So if we can actually instead of messaging widget class, what we're gonna do for scalability, get all. Should I go by interface? I feel like I should go by interface. Let me think real quick. Which one should be better? Forget actors or class. You can reference a specific actor into said class. That way I can save that actor in the class when we get the class. Meeny, miny, moe, everybody. Okay, fuck it. I'm going linear. Y'all don't tickle me, please. I know y'all going to. And we're gonna reference our monster over here. Okay. What it's gonna do is gonna message the update to spawn point. Good. So if I go ahead and find a monster, right? While I'm here, I'm just gonna get the player spawn point. Yeah, grab it. While I'm here, I'm just gonna set him out of the map so it doesn't kill us immediately. What? What do you want? Okay, no value returned by permanent box extent. What are you talking about? Your code is flawless. I wrote it. I'm the smartest being here. Okay? Even though I can't read my code when it was existing, okay, I was in a tough time. Don't blame me. I can't find you. Oh, I can't find what you're talking about. Oh, does spawn player have the same name as occurrence of permanent box extent? Okay, let's rename this to spawn player. There, that should work, right? Yeah, okay. Now, it works. It works. I am an intellect level genius. I told you, it can't create something that's not there. It can't search for something that's not there. What did I tell y'all? What did I tell y'all? Come on now. I'm like that. All we need to do is add an is valid. Okay, don't kill me because I like is valids. Wowzers. How long have we been going through? We've been going through a while. Wow, we're recording for a straight hour. I think I could go a few hours more. We still, by the way, we still also need to make that fail box where it is like no items. You know, I'll just show y'all when I get the chance. Okay. So, after the monsters get that, we need to respawn player. No, not that. Don't split structure pin. Promote to a variable. The spawn point. Now that we got the spawn point, right? When it's being attacked, I gotta find attacked. Chat closed. What? Sometimes I like and hate zooming in around a little like this. Attack player when overlapping, of course. Yep. Mm. Oh, well, follow player actually. Where's follow player? Check room. Check closet. He's under your bed. Yeah. Oh, there you. No, that's to respawn in all rooms. What the heck? Where's follow player when you need it? I'm trying to find it. Attack player when overlapping. Check closet. Are you up here? Okay, you were up here. I forgot. Okay. So what we need to do when attacking player, we need to find once, if I can find it. Don't worry about those variables. You need to go back in here. I need to find it specifically. Game over. Game over, you are. Event graph. There you are. Mm. Yeah, yep. Exposed to spawn. I'm gonna go back to PFL. Re-reference you. No? Okay. Would it be rude? Wow. I don't need you right now. This one's gonna show. I should probably respond to create once it's being recreated. We need to set somehow. Great. We need to set a message. Okay, it's updating spot point to the player character, right? Now,